What's up, Sussex Squad family? Welcome back to the channel where truth, positivity and common sense always win over royal gossip and media lies. If you're tired of seeing Meghan and Harry's names dragged through the mud by the same old bitter tabloids, this is your safe space. We're here to celebrate success, expose hypocrisy and remind the world exactly why the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remain unstoppable. So let's talk about what just went down in Washington D.C. Meghan Markle, radiant and confident, made her first major public comments about her and Prince Harry's new Netflix deal, and as always, the media tried to twist it. But the truth is too powerful to be denied. Meghan took the stage at Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit, one of the most respected and influential events in the world, surrounded by leaders, innovators and change-makers. This wasn't a gossip-filled red carpet or a photo op. This was about power, purpose and partnership. And Meghan absolutely owned the moment. The Duchess spoke during a session called Next Level Influence, and let me tell you, that title couldn't be more fitting. Because Meghan embodies next-level influence. She's not just a celebrity. She's not just a duchess. She's a global brand, a humanitarian, a businesswoman, and a creative visionary. Sitting across from Fortune's editor-in-chief, Alison Chantel, Meghan opened up about her renewed partnership with Netflix through Archewell Productions, and she made it clear that this is not just a renewal, it's an evolution. Now, let's rewind a little bit. When Meghan and Harry first signed with Netflix back in 2020, the tabloids had a meltdown. They said it would never work, that Netflix was taking a risk, that Harry and Meghan would fade away without the royal machine behind them. And now, 4 years later, Netflix just extended their partnership with the Sussexes, proving every single one of those so-called experts dead wrong. This new deal isn't just business as usual. It's a first-look deal. And that means Archewell Productions now has the flexibility to take their creative projects directly to Netflix first, and if Netflix passes, they're free to shop it around elsewhere. That's what real power looks like. That's not a downgrade, that's leverage. Meghan and Harry now have the creative freedom to decide where their ideas belong, who they want to work with, and how they want their stories to be told. That's what success looks like when you've built your own table instead of begging for a seat at someone else's. And Meghan said it herself. This new agreement is a sign of strength. The strength of their partnership, their storytelling, their vision. Netflix doesn't renew deals out of pity or nostalgia. They renew deals because you deliver results. And Meghan and Harry have done just that. Remember, the Harry and Meghan documentary broke records on Netflix. It was one of the platform's most watched series in history, even outpacing some of their biggest releases. The demand for their voice is global, and the haters can't handle that. Every time Meghan wins, the same bitter commentators try to downplay it. Oh, it's not a big deal. Netflix is just being nice. No, Netflix doesn't hand out multi-year contracts like participation trophies. They renewed because Meghan and Harry bring viewers, engagement and heart to the screen. Period. And then Meghan talked about her show. With love, Meghan. Now, let's be honest, that show has been another target for the usual suspects. You know, the ones who write 3 articles a day about how Meghan is desperate for relevance, while secretly streaming every episode just to pick it apart. They say it's uninspiring. Well, of course it is to them, because it's not full of gossip or royal drama. It's about warmth, community, creativity, food and joy. Everything the tabloids are allergic to. But Meghan isn't fazed by their noise. She confirmed a holiday special is coming this November. And if you know Meghan, you know it's going to be beautiful. You can expect cozy vibes, heartfelt moments, and maybe even a few surprise guests. Meghan knows how to curate content that feels personal yet powerful. And when she spoke about the show's future, she hinted that the format might evolve. She talked about how people's viewing habits are changing, that while half-hour shows are lovely, audiences also want shorter, bite-sized moments they can connect with instantly. That's Meghan thinking ahead, understanding the digital age better than most networks do. She's talking about sharing recipes in 2 minutes, connecting with viewers where they already are, whether that's Netflix, YouTube, or social platforms. That's not someone who's lost touch. That's a visionary adjusting to the future of media. And you could tell she's excited. This wasn't someone playing defense. Meghan's tone was confident, calm, and optimistic. She knows exactly where she's headed, and she doesn't owe anyone an explanation. Meanwhile, you've got the British press trying to spin this event like she's scrambling or uncertain about her career. Really? Meghan Markle was sitting in Washington, D.C. next to some of the most influential women in the world, including Kamala Harris, Selena Gomez, Brené Brown, and the best the tabloids could do was mock her for dodging questions. Please. She was in a room where her voice actually matters, a room where she wasn't silenced, interrupted or overshadowed, a room full of women shaping the future, not clinging to the past. That's what irritates the British establishment the most. Meghan left, and instead of fading away, she flourished. She didn't need palace PR to be relevant. She didn't need tabloid approval to stay in the spotlight. She built her own lane, her own production company, her own brand, her own influence. And she did it all while raising 2 beautiful children and supporting her husband's humanitarian work. That's what grace under pressure looks like. And can we talk about how Meghan's comments about partnership reflect her and Harry's dynamic? You can tell these two are a true team. When she said, "My husband and I were in an overall deal with Netflix, and the extension was such an incredible sign of the strength of our partnership," that was powerful. Not just the business partnership with Netflix, but their partnership as a couple. They move together, plan together, win together. It's inspiring to see. Now, let's be real. There are people who can't stand that kind of unity. They want to see division. They want to see cracks. Every time Meghan achieves something on her own, they say, "Where's Harry?" Every time Harry does something powerful, they say, "Where's Meghan?" But the truth is, they both show up in their own ways, and that's what makes their relationship strong. They don't compete with each other, they complement each other. And let's give Harry his flowers too. While Meghan was in Washington, Harry was just in New York for mental health awareness events, continuing his lifelong mission to break stigma and support mental well-being. These two don't just talk about change, they create it. The same press that said they couldn't survive outside the royal bubble are now watching them thrive, and it's driving them mad. Every move the Sussexes make exposes the palace media symbiosis for what it really is. A desperate, outdated system built on control, image and fear. Meghan and Harry took that power back, and they've never looked happier. Meghan's words about learning from her experience on Suits, recognizing how much work goes into production, how to balance quality and audience needs, show that she's not just a performer anymore. She's a producer, a strategist, a brand builder. She's thinking long-term, not chasing quick trends. That's what makes her dangerous to the haters. She's not reactive, she's intentional. The beauty of Meghan's evolution is that she never lost her authenticity. Whether she's at a global summit, behind a camera, or at home with Archie and Lily, she's the same grounded woman who values kindness, creativity, and growth. That's why she connects with people, because she's real. You can't fake that kind of energy, and you can't kill it with negativity. And to every outlet still trying to paint her as difficult or out of touch, here's the truth. Difficult women are the ones who change the world. Difficult women are the ones who don't accept disrespect, who walk away from toxicity, and who build something better. Meghan has done all that and more. This Netflix extension is not just a business deal, it's a statement. It's a declaration that the Sussexes are here to stay, that their creative vision matters, and that they don't need the palace to validate their purpose. They're building their own legacy brick by brick on their own terms. And we, the Sussex Squad, are here to amplify it, celebrate it, and defend it against the noise. Because while the haters are busy obsessing over them, Meghan and Harry are too busy building, creating and living. That's what winning looks like. So to all the media vultures who said Meghan was finished, how's that prediction working out for you now? She's at the top of her game, speaking at elite global summits, leading a Netflix empire and preparing for a new holiday special. Meanwhile, you're still writing bitter opinion pieces from your basements. The math isn't mathing. And to Meghan, if you ever see this, keep shining, keep creating, keep speaking your truth. The world is watching, and millions are inspired by your courage, your brilliance, and your grace. All right, squad, that's it for today's deep dive. Meghan Markle just proved once again that you can't silence purpose. No matter what they say, the Sussexes' impact is undeniable. They've built an empire rooted in authenticity, love and resilience, and no tabloid headline can touch that. If you loved this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Sussex truth and positivity. And if you want to help us keep this movement going, please hit that super thanks button to support the channel. Every contribution helps us keep shining a light on the truth and celebrating Harry and Meghan's journey. Stay royal, stay kind, and as always, remember, the louder the hate, the bigger the blessing. Harry and Meghan are just getting started.